All right, so today we're going to break down the art of persuasion. We're looking at an online sales page for a product called Sonu's Diabetes Secret. We're not fact-checking the claims. Instead, we're going to deconstruct how it's built to be so incredibly persuasive.
Right off the bat, they hit you with a massive hook. There's no slow buildup here. It's an immediate, powerful testimonial with real numbers. Seeing a specific A1C level drop like that, well, it grabs your attention and promises a real, tangible result. And that really gets us into the first major theme of the whole page. The entire argument is built on these huge, life-changing promises. They speak directly to the deepest hopes and, the deepest fears of anyone dealing with this issue. Let's see how they do it.
Think about the story this quote is telling. It's not just, oh, I feel a little healthier. It's, my doctor told me I was stuck on insulin for life, and I proved them wrong. That's a powerful narrative. It frames the product as a way to overturn a life sentence. And then they dial up the emotional stakes even more. This quote right here connects the product to avoiding these truly devastating things that people have seen happen to their own family. It taps right into that fear of repeating a painful history, which makes the problem feel incredibly personal and super urgent.
Okay, so you're hooked emotionally. You're feeling the fear and the hope. So the natural next question is, what exactly is this thing? How does it work? Well, the next part of the page starts to pull back the curtain on the product itself. So here's the core of what they're offering. And you'll notice it's not a pill, it's not some crazy machine. According to the website, it's all about knowledge. It's a list of 9 specific foods, some easy recipes, and a 3-week eating plan to put it all together. So how are these foods supposed to work their magic? The page makes this really simple, direct claim, and they put it in all caps to make sure you see it. They say these foods help eliminate the sugar from the things you eat. That's the whole mechanism they're proposing. Now, to make their approach sound totally unique, they introduce this central metaphor. It's a classic sales technique. They create their own special term to separate their solution from everything else out there. They call it the blood sugar fire. According to their FAQ section, the problem isn't just the sugar that's already in your blood. Nope, the real problem, they say, is a fire in your body that's causing it. And their whole pitch is that their secret doesn't just manage the symptoms, it puts out the fire at its source. And they use this brilliant analogy to really drive the point home. They say traditional methods are like wearing a bulletproof vest. You're just being defensive, waiting for the impact. But their approach, that's like taking the bullets out of the gun so it can't even fire. It's proactive, not reactive. It's a really clear and compelling way to frame it. Okay, so at this point, they've laid out the problem and their unique solution. What's next? Well, now it's time to make the offer seem so valuable that you can't possibly say no. And they do that by stacking the main product with a ton of bonuses. You don't just get the main plan, you get 7 free reports. And look at these titles. They're designed to be totally intriguing. What to tell your doctor, the Asian amazing weight loss secret, and they even toss in a mystery bonus. The whole point is to make you feel like you're getting an absolute mountain of stuff. And finally, we get to the part that's designed to crush any last-minute hesitation you might have. This is where they try to make the purchase feel completely and totally risk-free. First, they use a classic technique called price anchoring. They throw out this big number, over $400, to establish a really high value for the package in your mind. And then, boom, they slash it. All of a sudden, it's not $412, it's only $37. That huge drop creates a sense of urgency and makes you feel like you're getting an unbelievable deal that you have to grab right now. But what if it doesn't work for you? That's the big question, right? So to counter that, they offer a 365-day guarantee, a full year. Giving you that much time is meant to show how incredibly confident they are in the product. And they make it crystal clear that this guarantee is absolute. They plaster 100% all over the page to reinforce that you'll get every single cent back if you're not happy. But here's the final knockout punch. This is what's called a risk reversal. The site says if you're not satisfied, for any reason at all, you get your money back and you get to keep everything. The main program, all 7 bonuses, everything. This is designed to make the purchase feel like it has absolutely zero downside. So when you step back and deconstruct the whole thing, you see this perfectly crafted, persuasive funnel. It starts with a dramatic hook, moves to a deep emotional appeal, presents a simple, secret solution, and then wraps it all up in a completely risk-free offer. The entire pitch is built to lead you to one final burning question that only hitting the buy button can answer. What are those 9 magic foods?